It's one of the leading causes of death among pregnant women. Preeclampsia is a pregnancy complication typically associated with high blood pressure.
While doctors believe several factors could cause preeclampsia, they're now able to diagnose the condition earlier in the hopes of saving lives.
Reporter Lauren Lowry introduces us to the first woman to try the new test.
When you ask Taisha Kennard about her recent pregnancy, here's how she describes it.
Traumatic. That's the word that I say. It was very traumatic.
In early February, at 32 weeks pregnant, her feet and legs began to swell. She had trouble breathing and constant headaches.
It was just because you're pregnant, this is why you're doing this or why you feel like this. And I felt like something wasn't right.
And she was right. Within days, at her regular pregnancy doctor's appointment,
she was like, you need to be admitted into the hospital right now.
Taisha's symptoms sounded like preeclampsia. Preeclampsia can cause seizure, stroke, organ damage in the mom, and premature birth for the baby. If untreated, it leads to death for both mom and baby. The most common signs are swelling, especially around the face and eyes, a headache that won't go away, even with medicine, upper right belly pain, sometimes mistaken for indigestion or the flu, and difficulty breathing, gasping, or panting. But the telltale sign,
my blood pressure wasn't going down,
is high blood pressure. Taisha's symptoms were ominous. On her second day in the hospital, a doctor she didn't know came to her room.
She told me that she was a high-risk pregnancy doctor and that she wanted to do this new blood test on me.
That doctor was Connie Graves, one of the country's foremost researchers in preeclampsia, and she's right here in Nashville.
Preeclampsia really is a disease of your heart and your vessels. And it can affect your liver, your kidneys, it can affect your pancreas, it can affect your brain. So it's not just about the blood pressure.
Up until recently, obstetricians like Dr. Graves haven't had surefire tools to diagnose preeclampsia. But in February, St. Thomas Midtown became the first hospital in the country with access to this new FDA-approved preeclampsia test. The test is the first of its kind. It measures two biomarkers, one that predicts heart problems in the pregnant woman and one that predicts stillbirth in the baby. The test can tell with up to 96% accuracy which moms are really at risk and may need an early delivery.
What difference is this going to make for this population of women?
Our ability to draw this test may actually answer some questions that we need to answer.
We're having a baby today.
After 4 days in the hospital at 7.5 months pregnant, Taisha was forced to deliver Talon, who weighed 4 pounds, 5 ounces. Talon stayed in the NICU for 2 weeks. Taisha needed 3 blood transfusions to stay alive and was released 1 week later.
I can't rush that, baby.
She was the first woman in America to receive the test. They're both home, safe now.
It's a love that I can't describe. It's a love that I've never felt before. When I hold her, she just gives me so much joy.
Do you know what could have happened if this wasn't caught?
We both could have died.
The Mayo Clinic lists the following risk factors for preeclampsia. Preeclampsia in a previous pregnancy, being pregnant with more than one baby, diabetes, kidney disease, and use of in vitro fertilization.